But Jen Palmieri, I also want to talk about South Carolina as a political play. It's not a swing state. It's a red state. But it, of course, was key to President Biden's win in 2020. That's where his comeback in the primary began after such disappointing showings in Iowa and New Hampshire. It's also the state that he and the White House have tried to put at the front of the DNC calendar this time around. But Iowa and New Hampshire really balking about that. And New Hampshire in particular, it's part of the state law that says it needs to be the first primary. So there's suddenly some real chatter here about other candidates potentially drawing votes. RFK Jr. is someone in the mix. Cornel West is someone who theoretically could jump in. There are candidates, and though none of these people, barring something really unforeseen, would potentially be the Democratic nominee, that's going to be Joe Biden, no matter what happens in, say, New Hampshire. But it is a little bit of a political mess for them, is it not?
It's hard when you have any kind of an opponent in a Democratic primary is going to, even when the president's an incumbent like President Biden, if there is a challenger, they are going to draw a larger percentage of the vote than you would like. You know, they're not going to win. They're not going to get anywhere close to winning. But just the nature of the Democratic Party is that you're going to have people that are unhappy, and that person is going to get some part of the vote. And it's not, you got to play the hand you're dealt, and this is the hand they're dealing with. It's better than having a real primary that's an actual threat. But that person, whether it's RFK Jr. or Cornel West or a combination of the two of them, they're going to draw some votes away from Biden. So you're going to try to do what you can to limit the damage so that this person isn't then taking tough shots at you, or that you're going into the primary process people thinking that you're weakened in some way. So he's going to South Carolina. I think that's part of the reason why he's going to South Carolina. I think that, to protect his political interests in the Democratic primary. Moreover, he loves that state. He feels a real affinity for it personally. It's where his family has always gone on vacation, going back decades. It was responsible for his political comeback. And I also think, and I really respect this about him, that he wants to go to Red America, and he wants to tell Red America about the accomplishments in the economy and things that are happening within the government that are credible, that are real, that you can see, that can beat back any sort of disinformation campaign that is working. And I think it's also, and so that's important for the President of the United States to do. And I think people appreciate that across the country if a Democratic president goes into a red state. And then also you get to tweak Joe Wilson, the congressman there who didn't vote for the infrastructure bill, but is happy with the outcomes for South Carolina. And controversy is a way to draw attention to Bidenomics. It's hard for the president to break through. So on economic accomplishments. So if you had a little political controversy, people are likely to cover it more.
And as you say, President Biden will be the first to tell you South Carolina saved his floundering campaign in 2020 and turned the corner. He became president of the United States with an assist from Congressman Jim Clyburn, we should point out. Jen Palmieri, so great as always to talk to you. Thank you.